don't want to hurt anybody, wouldn't hurt a fly, that kind of thing. Yeah, hopefully that's most of our listeners, because I don't want to tick you off. Please don't come over here. We don't need it. Donald Trump says that he has had enough, and he's been saying this for some time, about those taking a knee, defying the will. Well, it looks like Donald Trump has reached the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell. He sent a letter to him. He sent a letter to the teams calling on players to honor our flag and stand for the national anthem. That's a beautiful thing. He says it's about time that Roger Goodell of the NFL is finally demanding, and this is a true story, folks, that all players stand for our great national anthem. And then in capital letters, all capital letters, respect our country. So the president's comments come a day after Goodell sent a memo to the NFL executives and club presidents amid this controversy to move past the week-long feud between the White House and NFL players who knelt or have been kneeling or otherwise protested during the national anthem at the start of the NFL games. He says, we live in a country that we can feel very divided. Sports, especially the NFL, brings people together and lets them set aside those divisions, or at least for a few hours. Goodell wrote, the current dispute over the national anthem is threatening to erode the unifying power of our game and is now dividing us and our players from many fans across the country. Goodell added, like many of our fans, we believe that everyone should stand for the national anthem. It is an important moment in our game. We want to honor our flag and our country, and our fans expect that of us. And he noted that the NFL cares deeply about players and respect their opinions and concerns about critical social issues. It's about time, folks. It's about time, because people were walking out of the games. It wasn't just Mike Pence, but there's pressure from Washington, good pressure from veterans that said, I'm not tuning in. People were not watching the games. They shut it off, and they could see this by thousands of people. There's a way with the boxes these days, if you're watching these NFL games from your television, they could see people dropping off, not watching the show. And what that means is advertisers are not going to be advertising or wanting to advertise because of that loss. Where there's been threats for companies that want to pull their endorsements from the NFL. And that's how they're making their money. And if people are not going to buy the tickets, they're burning the uniforms. They get the official NFL apparel, and they don't want to buy it, but they're burning it. There's a problem. And plenty of veterans have said, no way. It's not just the president, that's a big bullhorn. But loud and clear, and you wonder why. You wonder why the Donald Trump tweets. You wonder why he's on Facebook. You wonder why he does what he does, because, listen, he knows as a business guy that sometimes you got to lay it on and wear him down. But when you're right, as he was right on this issue, and so many others that walked off the field and said, I'm not going to partake in this, they're patriots. They realize that this flag means something. And increasingly in a country where there's so many people to the left that could care less about patriotism, they just use it as some kind of prop behind them, that they really could care less about the flag. You could see that with Obama. He could care less about the military. He was neutering his generals. That's why we're having such advantages now on the battlefield in Afghanistan and Iraq, and with ISIS putting them on the run, because they were at a disadvantage. Now, finally, they can go ahead and get the job done. Let the generals be the generals. Let our guys take action so they're not sitting ducks, because that's the way it's been. And to think all the money that's been wasted and all those that died because of it. Too many people Too many people, folks, have been put in harm's way to not stand for them. And that's the moment to where we're all proud. We all come together. We may not understand everything that goes on in Washington. One thing we can understand is what we do together. And this is our opportunity to stand with veterans and for those that have made the way for us so we could be at that game. You see the flyovers and you see the pride in folks that have served in the military. When they salute, they put their hand on their heart. Watch a veteran, especially at a game, and watch how proud they are. Some people are very emotional about it. They tear up and they cry because they know they've lost friends, loved ones. They gave all. They have PTSD. They have limbs lost. They're not the same. But they sacrificed and would do it all over again because they love their country so. That's my America, and I know that's your America. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the show, you like the show, please share the show on social media, on Facebook and Twitter. You can find all of our portals on social media, including YouTube, at forthepeopleshow.com. Remember, we're 100% listener supported. Your support keeps us on the air, and we appreciate it. I'm Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.